if you want to get guided supports on how to get what you truly want, identify it and ask for it and manifest it, then the Limitless Love program is for you. And I believe we're going to start enrolling students for this as well coming up soon, inshallah ta'ala. But I have a former student with us today. Hopefully will share a little bit with us about her experience. Her name is Nadia. Assalamu alaikum, Nadia.
Walaikum salam.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to have you. So Nadia is one of the graduates of Limitless Love program. Why don't you share with us, Nadia, just a little bit about what was your emotional, mental state prior to joining? What led you to join Limitless Love?
So I think you guys didn't have this Boundless Success program before, but I was really trying to figure out, I felt like I could do more I felt like I was destined to do more. Had more potential in my career and what I wanted to do. Also was just feeling really negative instead of thinking positive. And yeah, I just wanted to have that more feeling of abundance and thinking positive and yeah.
Alhamdulillah, thank you. And so coming in, and you had a business, of course, you're a nutritionist by training. And so coming into this program, what were some of the things that you practiced that really surprised you in terms of their impact?
I think I didn't trust myself, and I was letting a lot of fear get into the way of trying things. And I'm naturally more of a perfectionist. And so really working to challenge myself, like, oh, I don't need to just have everything perfect. I can just celebrate little wins. And I think just taking more risks and not just waiting for why are things not happening?
That's wonderful.
But after I did it, I will say things just kept happening. Like so many people just out of the blue. And I thought that I was doing stuff. I thought people knew what I was doing before, but just doing a couple little things, it's just like out of the blue, like all these people just started saying, hey, I want to do this, or I want to work on my nutrition more. And it's just so crazy.
MashaAllah, that's wonderful. And I want just to highlight those things, right? So the two things that you mentioned, one is just trusting yourself more, not letting fear, not letting everyone. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are looking to get started, there's a billion gurus out there. They'll tell you there's 1 billion things to do. And it's the same thing. When you try to do these things and you don't get results, you start overanalyzing. Oh, it's this. It's my email copy. It's my landing page. It's this, it's that. It's all sorts of things. And it's an infinity of things, right? Mm-hmm. But instead, if you ground it in, you're trusting in yourself and you trust in Allah and the positive expectations and practice those skills, not just say them, results start coming. And that's what Nadia experienced. She was doing a lot and she's a mom as well, right? But she became more of a human being and less of a human doing. Things became easier. And once you get into that space and you allow Allah to unfold his blessings for you, things start moving in that direction, right? Mm-hmm. And so is there any concrete success story that you care to share with us about this, Nadia?
Yeah, obviously last year it seems very dramatic, but last year obviously was COVID and my kids were at home, so I didn't get to work that much. But I feel like after I did the program, I literally had the same amount of revenue in 1 month as a whole year last year. So that's pretty crazy. But that's just a little bit. Like, I know I could do more once I keep doing things and keep focusing on stuff more. But I don't know, for me, the biggest benefit was just the shift in mindset and just feeling more abundance and feeling not stressed and anxiety about everything. Even like 2 weeks ago, my husband was out of town and I got COVID, my kids got COVID. And I feel like before I would have just been so anxious and stressed. And instead I was like focusing on all the positives, like, oh, I don't have any symptoms. Oh, like my kids are not that sick. Oh, it was just so different than how I would have probably dealt with it. And, being by myself without my husband to hear for that whole 2 weeks, I would have been very angry and stressed, and even taking it out on my kids, but I didn't. So I was just.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Nadia. And that's, again, just to reiterate, the material success, right, is just really the tip of the iceberg. Like, it's nice to have, and of course, that's what we gravitate towards and hold on to. But what I would say that I noticed change, and you just mentioned it yourself, Nadia, what I noticed change in Nadia is that peace of mind, the lack of the lesser frantic energy, just being more at peace, more content, and these things. And those, I promise you, you cannot put money on them. Like, that is the key to everything else, because once you feel that way, then life just flows easily. And including facing major issues like getting COVID as a single parent with your children. I mean, that is a very terrifying situation to be in, but mashallah, you've handled it with grace and power, alhamdulillah. So thank you so much, Nadia, for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time.
You guys should all do the program. It's really good.
Thank you so much. And one thing that I will say, actually, so one thing we do when people sign up to the program, one of the questions that we have when they complete the program is, how much did your connection with Allah and awareness of Allah increase? And people all the time will hit it at 8, 9, 10, when they start at 1, 2, 3. Literally all the other ones, like, you don't know, but what I notice all the time is that people's reliance and understanding relationship with Allah dramatically increases going through this program, inshallah. So it's something, if you are feeling that your relationship with Allah is waning or unstable, this is definitely a program to reset that and reframe your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so if you guys are interested, of course, as attendees, you get a free clarity call. Again, we're going to start enrolling students soon, inshallah. So if this is something that you want to accelerate the results on top of the Boundless Success program, please consider booking a time.